If someone is listening to this and they're saying, hey, God's put something on my heart, what would you say to them?
Do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. If God's put it on your heart, then there's nothing that's going to stop you. If he's put it in your mind, in your heart, then just pursue it with all you've got. Be passionate and pray. Pray about it whenever you can.
Yo, Doug, this is Table Talk and you're on Sonshine, and this is part of our Long Table podcast. This is part of a conversation when we get to sit down with people, hear their stories in a format that is a little longer than normally what we can do on air. Today, I have a special guest with me. I have Ryan, who is the founder of BOTL, which is we're going to find out all about today. So, Ryan, thank you for joining us.
Of course, thanks for having me.
It's good to have you here. Now, I believe you're only 15?
16.
You're 16 now. Okay. Now, you have started a fragrance business.
Yes.
At 15 years of age, but it's Holy Spirit led in its starting your inspiration for it. I want to find out a little bit about you. What causes a 15-year-old young man to step out and start a fragrance perfume business? Tell me about yourself.
None of this came straight from my ideas. It was help from Mum, Dad, and ultimately God. I was just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of my life, and I had no idea where to go, so I turned to God and I prayed and asked, Lord, help me, show me what you want me to do. And he gave me a vision and showed me exactly what my life is going to be for, and that was to start this business to spread the word of him and encourage people through selling my bottle. And that's pretty much how this started.
Fantastic. Now, you are from South Africa, been in Australia for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I understand you, did you lose your brother?
Yeah, my brother passed away.
Part of your inspiration saying, hey, what am I doing with my life? What was that like for you?
Well, as you can imagine, it was tragic.
Yeah.
But I decided not to let that stop me, and decided that in honor of my brother, I'm going to keep going and see how far I can make it in life.
Yeah.
And show people all around the world, hopefully, that no matter what happens to you, if you look to the Lord, there's nothing that can stop you. Nothing's going to get in your way. Nothing's going to hold you back.
Yeah.
As long as you've got God on your side, you can do anything.
Yeah, no, fantastic. And when it comes to the whole concept of putting together BOTL, first of all, what does BOTL stand for, and what's the idea behind it?
BOTL stands for Blessings of the Lord, and the idea behind it is that I created it to be a message. It's not just a bottle with cologne or perfume in. It's the message behind it that is it's a subtle way of getting the word of the Lord across to people who aren't necessarily Christian or are Christian as well. It's a way for them to encounter God and meet Jesus through smelling good.
Yeah. Yeah. And why is smelling good important to you?
You never want to talk to someone who smells bad. I'm just going to put it plain and simple. Yep. It's always been one of my passions, is to smell good. And this is how the Lord's spoken to me and said, you're going to grow my kingdom through doing something you love.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. That's great. Now, I've never tried to start a perfume business or a fragrance business at all. What does it take to get it off the ground, and how do you get your sourcing of?
That's a tricky question. Obviously it takes quite a bit of funding. But then really you just need passion and kind of knowing where to look. If you do a couple Google searches or YouTube searches, then you'll find out that there's companies that they call, they make raw materials, and then you can employ that company to then actually put all of these raw materials together and create your own original fragrances.
Okay.
So we hired a company in Dubai that handled everything. They made the scent. I gave them the notes or the accords that I wanted the 4 signature scents to smell like.
Yeah.
And then they sent us samples. And from the 14 samples that they sent, we chose 4 to actually put into manufacturing.
Okay.
And then we put in an order for 1,000 bottles, and that's on its way now.
Wow. Okay, so your first 1,000 bottles are
Mhm.
on their way. When you talk about like the accords or knowing the scents, how this is what I don't get. Okay, I'm 50 years old.
Yep.
Okay, I go into a chemist and I go, "Yep, that smells good,"
Mhm.
and I buy that same brand for forever and a day.
Mhm.
Okay,
That's not uncommon
that's
at
not
all.
uncommon. It's how it works for me because I'm not trained in that way.
Yeah.
How do you develop a nose and a scent for what it is that you like and what it is you want from a perfume, and then how do you teach yourself that stuff?
Well, the thing is, it's not really taught. It's kind of just how your brain's wired, I
Yeah.
guess. But like in your circumstance, you smell something
Yeah.
and you like it. So if you want to find other scents in that range, you can look at the notes of that fragrance. Just Google it on
Okay.
Safari or Chrome or whatever. It's easily
yeah.
accessible on Fragrantica.
Okay.
That's a good website. It'll give you all of the accords and the notes in that one cologne. It handles tens of thousands of colognes and their
Okay.
notes and their accords, and then
Yeah.
you can find something that has similar notes or one note and then just a spin on that,
Yeah.
and then you can just sniff it from there. But a lot of the time, training your nose is literally just going out and smelling as many fragrances as you can, finding out what you like, what works well together, what doesn't work well together,
Yeah.
what shouldn't work well together but does,
Yeah.
and then from there you just pick it up and it almost becomes second nature.
Wow. So have you done a lot of like sampling, gone to like the big chain stores and just
I've done a lot. I'm going there after
be
this.
going there after? So do you do like the spray samples, or do you to like get samples? Like how do you come up with these notes? Because I'm guessing you got four signature at the moment.
Yep.
What was it that inspired you for those four scents?
A lot of the ones that I've smelt previously, I kind of picked notes that I like from 10, 15 different fragrances that I like personally and said, can we make this work? Give me something that has 1, 2, 3, 4 of these notes that I
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
and then just give me what you can and I'll decide what I like and what I want to start producing.
Yeah.
And they sent me 14, 7 men's, 7 women's.
Yeah.
The women's ones are a bit harder because I don't know what women like.
Okay.
And then I just picked 4 of them
Yep.
and then started putting them into production.
Okay. So did you get any friends or family to help like pick some of those scents to help narrow that down for you?
Yeah, we probably spoke to about 50 people and got
Okay.
them all to vote for their top 3, 4 of the samples that we got, and majority of them said the same thing. So then we decided those are the ones that we're gonna start producing. They're the ones that the masses like. So
Yep.
it's a pretty easy decision, actually.
Okay. Okay. Now, my next question for you is, when it comes to putting together these scents and that, are they a musky smell or are they a sweet smell? Like, how would you describe the perfumes that you've picked?
The male ones, I'll start with them. The one is it's more like a fresh, not fruity as in overly fruity, but it's more like a fresh sort of citrus uplifting scent.
Yeah.
That one is called Aroma Day. And then there is the other one, which is more like a sandalwood and vanilla. It's more like a dark winter scent. That one is called The Chosen.
Yeah.
And then for our women's ones, Jubilation, which is our white bottle, is a rum and caramel. It's every typical woman's favorite scent. They
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
It's a really sweet kind of gourmand fragrance. And then Devotion, which is our blue bottle. No, it's Perfection, sorry. Is more, it's florally, but it's not like an old woman florally.
Okay.
It's a grapefruit floral kind of scent.
Yeah.
With a bit of spices in there as well.
Okay.
That keeps it more for the younger generation, not smelling like grandma.
Fantastic. Hey, I'm guessing your nose is finally attuned to these scents and smells.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like when it comes to your design and all of those things, you said that you had a vision of what it looked like and that. Can you tell me about the design? How did you go about that? Did you do that yourself at home? Did you get someone professionally in to help do that? Because I imagine there's packaging and there's branding and there's all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Well, I'm horrible at designing anything.
Yeah.
My imagination isn't great at all. So the actual branding, the brand name, colors, logo, everything, that came all from God. That wasn't, that came to me as a vision, not anything from my own creation. But the bottle and box itself, I worked with the company that I hired, and they had a design team that helped me choose colors, the bottle cap, packaging, the type of box, everything. So they helped me through that because I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
So they helped me fix that all together.
That's brilliant, mate. That's brilliant. When it comes to the marketing side of it, obviously you're going to have a business plan and marketing processes and that. What's the scheme? What's the plan that you have? I shouldn't say scheme, it's not the right word. But what's the plan you have for marketing, for distribution, and for like just bringing awareness?
So right now we're on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Yeah. That's where majority of our marketing is. And then obviously this is going to help a whole lot with that as well, getting people onto the socials, and then the socials will push them to our website where they can order.
Yep.
And that's just videos of, there's interviews on there that I've done previously. There's all 4 of our fragrances are on there with their notes, how it looks, everything. Yep. So that gets the product out there as well.
Okay.
And then there's a little bit of our message and the story behind the business as well on our socials.
Okay.
Which will help people kind of understand why I've done this, not just because it's a money-making scheme.
Yeah, yeah. So blessing of the Lord is what BOTL stands for. What's your long-term vision of where you would like to take this?
I see this as a ministry. It's an opportunity for me to go around the world spreading the love of God. But obviously that's going to require funding. So this is the funding behind my ministry.
Okay.
That's going to take me to the poorest parts of the world, to the richest parts, and spread the love of Jesus to anyone and everyone.
Yeah. So the ultimate goal is to get the word out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool. Have you thought about like different methods of partnering with people, partnering in projects, or doing things in spreading the good news about BOTL?
I have. I've contacted a bunch of influencers on TikTok. A couple Christian ones have gotten back to me and said they'd be willing to promote my product and get that out there to their audience, which I'm hoping has a similar mindset and vision of the Lord in their hearts, so that they can also spread that through word of mouth. Just get that train rolling.
When it comes to, so you've got 1,000 bottles, how does distribution work from a Perth-based boy who is like 16 years of age, who's chasing it and going after it hard, which is fantastic? How do you distribute to like global market?
So right now we don't do international orders, not yet. We're busy trying to figure out how to do that.
Yep.
But as of Friday or Saturday, we should have the stock, 1,000 bottles in my garage at home.
Wow.
And then from there, we're going to pack them as orders come in.
Yep.
And then we have an option for local pickup in Mandurah, which is free.
Yep.
And then we also do Ozpost shipping to New Zealand and the rest of the states in Australia.
Okay.
So I pack the boxes myself, label them, spray a little perfume in there so it smells nice.
Yeah.
And then drive them to an Ozpost centre and send them off ourselves.
Fantastic. Okay, so you've got like your distribution, you've thought about that, and you're thinking about the bigger scale. Your faith is important to you.
Of course.
What's your faith story?
I've always been raised in a Christian household. It's always been the centre of our household and how we do things, what we believe. So I was brought up in church, and I've loved the Lord since I was young, since I can remember. And that's played probably the biggest part in this whole business and how it got started.
Yeah, I love it, mate. I love it. And have you got like your friends on board? Are they all like keen to get
They're all
involved?
excited.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't Christian, but I'm hoping that I can get them to the Lord through this, which is my whole mission, is to bring people who aren't necessarily Christians to God through this.
Yeah, I love it, mate. I love it. I love your heart, and I love the idea that you can at 16 years of age, take something that God has put on your heart and be stepping at and doing that in this space. If someone is listening to this and they're saying, hey, God's put something on my heart, what would you say to them?
Do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. If God's put it on your heart, then there's nothing that's going to stop you. If he's put it in your mind, in your heart, then just pursue it with all you've got. Be passionate and pray. Pray about it whenever you can. Speak to as many people as you can. Put it out there, and you'll see that God will be behind you the whole time. If it's from him, there's nothing that will get in the way to stop it. Doesn't matter how old you are, where you live, where you're from, your background, your upbringing, nothing. Nothing will stop God from helping you.
That's brilliant, mate. That's brilliant. I absolutely love it. I love your heart. I love the fact that you've stepped out and trusted God, and you're doing that. And I believe you've got a bright future ahead of you, my friend. Ryan, thank you so much, mate. I've really enjoyed talking with you. I really do pray blessing upon all that you do. Anyway, Ryan, you're a champion. Until next time.
Thanks for having me.
You're on Sonshine. This was recorded as part of Table Talk on Sonshine. If you want to catch up with the full episode of this, go to sonshine.com.au and look up Table Talk. You'll be able to find it there. Can I highly recommend you go and get the Sonshine app, put it on your phone. You can listen to us live anywhere, broadcasting hope across the world. If you want to listen to our long form podcast, go to your favourite streaming service. You'll find it there, or go to the Sonshine app, download it, you'll get it all there. You're with Doug, you're on Sonshine.